If you'd like to see how I got all of this prepped for the week, then be sure to stay tuned. It's gonna be a two-parter. So part one will be all the chopping, all the chopping, and then the bean salad as well. And then part two will be the cooking and putting things together. We're gonna focus on part two focus on the spaghetti and the taco meat. So if you want to see how I put all this together and how I set myself up for the week, then stay tuned. Welcome back, y'all. This is gonna be part two of the video, how I prep for the week. So yesterday we did all of the chopping, all the prep work, and then I did do one of the side dishes that I'll have throughout the week. It was a bean salad. I'm going to break this up into two separate videos just because it'll be too much for just one. So we're about to get started on the spaghetti and then also the taco meat. Then we'll have like taco salads and then just a protein to have just, you know, throughout the week. I have it panned out to the 0.5 setting. That way you can see both pots and what we got going on. So we're going to jump into this right now. I'm going to start with the spaghetti actually. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this pan. This is that, what is that? It's the avocado oil that has the roasted garlic flavor in it. So both pans have already been preheating. So for this first pan, which is going to be the spaghetti, I'm going to throw in a little bit of bell pepper and onion. I'm not making a whole lot of spaghetti. I just want it really as like a main. A little bit too hot. That was a little bit too hot, honey. Okay. That was the first one. So I'll let these cook down a little bit. I'm going to add some to this back pan too. Not as much though, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Got that in. I'm going to let those sweat out a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to both. Just to help them release their moisture. While all this is cooking, because the sauce has to cook down for a little bit, and then taco meat just has to cook down for a little bit too. I'm actually going to be bouncing around cleaning. I've already started, because I did some prep work this morning too, before even starting this stage. I had to clean my, not clean my clothes. Yeah, I've already started cleaning, but I got, I also said I'm going to do Korean marinated eggs. So I got my eggs boiled. I also have my noodles already boiled for the spaghetti as well. Okay. And yesterday I already cooked my ground beef. So I'm just gonna split it between both pots. And it is drained, but some of the fat is still on it because I like to have this on the fat because you need some of it. You need some of it. That's all I'm gonna put for the spaghetti because again I'm not making a whole lot. And then the rest I'm gonna put over here for the ground beef. For the taco meat. And a little tallow, you need to pull it out. You don't want all of it, but you do want some because without it, the ground beef would be tough, child. You don't want that. So I'm gonna let these cook together. Let the bell pepper and the onions get acquainted. And just let the meat come up to temp and just thaw out a little bit too. Because again, it was in the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of seasoning to both. I'm gonna do some garlic powder. For both, I can go kind of light on the seasoning because the I'm gonna put a lot of pepper. For both, I can go kind of light on seasoning because for the taco seasoning, I am going to add a pack of taco seasoning, even though I am adding seasoning to it. I'm doing that because sometimes taco seasoning doesn't have all the flavor that I like. You know, if that makes sense. And the tomato sauce that we're going to be using, I actually made it from scratch. I made it from scratch like 2 months ago, and it was in the freezer. Hopefully I have enough. If I don't have enough of the homemade, I will have to add in a little bit of a jar one, because I do have a jar one too. Because I want to make sure, you know, it's enough. I added a little bit of dry herbs to that, which is the herb de Provence. This is by Trader Joe's. $5. $5. She good. She good. And then back here, I'm going to add in a little bit of chili powder. Just a little bit. And then I'll add a little bit more salt to this one. I'll add a little more salt to that one. Go easy on the salt for that one, because the taco seasoning is going to be pretty salty. I just like to season it as well, and season the meat as well, because, like I said, with the taco seasoning, sometimes it just kind of tastes like salt. You know, it don't always taste like a seasoning to me. So I like to add a little bit of seasoning. So you can also make your own taco seasoning. Try just a lot quicker and easy. Just get the one out the pack. Just to get the one out the pack, in my opinion. But if you want to, you can definitely make your own. You can definitely make your own. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep this video short. Well, they're probably supposed to be about, the other ones are almost like 30 minutes. I'm trying to keep this one, I'll try to keep this one around the same. Not too long, not too short. I can't condition too much now. I can't condition too much. How y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? I have to tell y'all a funny story. So I went to the gym this morning, right? And when so we'll go back to last week actually. So last week I was at the gym and I saw this girl. And I was like, I know this, I've seen her before. I was like, I've seen her before. I've seen her somewhere. And I was like, I've seen her in Mississippi. I was like, I'm almost positive this girl. I used to go to the gym in Hattiesburg. I'm almost positive. But I didn't get a chance to ask her. And it wasn't one of those coincidences where it's like, oh no, you know, because she's a white girl. Like all white people look like, no. I was like, this is her. How I knew it was her, because how the way she was walking on that Stairmaster. That's how I knew, because we both was on the Stairmaster at the same time last Friday. So I was like, that's her. I was like, I know that's her. So but she had dipped out of there before I could ask her Friday. So rolling around to today, I go back. We both end up on the Stairmaster at the same time, and I'm about to get on the one right next to her, but I go to the restroom first because I had just come from downstairs from doing some weights. So I go to the restroom first, you know, and then I come back and she's getting off and she's heading downstairs. I was like, crap, I can't ask her. And I thought honestly she had left at that point. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, she's gone now. But I'm like, I know that's her. But I finished the first half of the cardio that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do some leg curls, and I see that she comes back. And when she comes back, I noticed that she had on the freaking USM crop top. And I was like, I knew that was her. So, baby, when I say I raced across the doggone gym, I was like, I knew I recognized. She was a little startled too. I was like, I knew I recognized you. She's like, oh, from where? And I was like, you live in Hattiesburg, don't you? And she was like, I do. I was like, you went to USM? She's like, yeah. And I was like, I know I recognize you. I used to go to the Planet Fitness in Hattiesburg, and I would always see you. And she was like, how did you know it was me? And I was like, because I remember how you would walk on the Stairmaster. It was very unique. You don't remember, you don't forget that. You do not forget that. And it was her. I knew it was her. I knew it was her, bro. I knew it was her. I don't know if she lives out here or if she didn't. Because, not for nothing, I saw her out here when I first moved out here. When I first moved to San Francisco. So maybe she got family out here or something. I don't know. But I saw her when I first moved. When I first moved out here, but it was only for a short period of time. And then I didn't see her no more. And then I saw her last year too, around the same time. But again, after a while, I didn't see her no more. So I think she's from here. And she just lives in Hattiesburg, you know, goes to school and work out there in Hattiesburg. But I knew I recognized her. I knew I recognized her. And it was, lo and behold, it was her, child. It was actually her. Okay. I'm going to add in the tomato sauce to this. And I'll be right back. Okay. Actually, I'm going to add in the taco seasoning first to this one. This is hot taco seasoning. I've been on a spicy kick lately. I don't know what that's about. Because I'm normally not the one that really cares for spicy food out too much. That normally is not my MO. But I've been on a spicy food like crazy lately. And I've been on spicy food. I'm going to try to be careful because, baby, him rings ain't nobody friend. They ain't nobody friend. Also, to that ground beef, I wanted to use this can of Rotel. I normally don't add any like crushed like canned tomatoes or anything to it, but I'm just adding that in just to carry it. I need to use up this can too. Why not? Shoot. Hold on. Okay, this is the Cannon Hotel. This is also spicy, like extremely hot. This has ghost. Oh, child. This has ghost pepper on it. Oh, okay. Josh, I'm gonna pray for your butthole, baby. You just know I'm gonna pray for it. Hopefully the water diluted. Hopefully the water freaking diluted. Okay, I'm gonna add some water to the taco fluid. And then I'm gonna turn it down low. And I'm gonna just let it simmer. I'm gonna do that much for right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that much for right now. Okay. I'm gonna do that much for now. But again, just gonna let that cook down, get acquainted up, thicken up a little bit too. So got that on low, and we're just gonna let that cook. I'm letting this ground beef brown a little bit for the spaghetti, just to create a fond. Like I said, it's already cooked. It is already cooked. We just have to season it. And the tomato sauce is heavily seasoned as well. But you know, we'll make some corrections if needed. Actually, for this meat, for this here, I'm gonna add a little bit of agave syrup just to balance out the heat. Just to balance out the heat. If not, you're not gonna taste it. Well, this is for me, but if you need something to balance out the heat, try. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. Now we back to the tomatoes. To the spaghetti. This is a tomato sauce. Like I said, I made it like I think in November. Okay. Oh, she smells delicious. She still tastes delicious too, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. She is chunky, which I like. She is a little chunky. Okay. And then I'm also going to add in, I reserved some of the pasta water that I cooked the noodles in. I add a little bit of that in to stretch it. And that'll thicken the sauce as well. And then I'll keep a little bit of it just in case I still need some once I come back later to check on it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste so that I can kind of. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste so I can kind of see where the flavor's at. I think I'm okay, but I'm gonna add a little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. Never go wrong with those two. I don't want to add any salt yet because again, I did add salt to the what's the name. I'm also going to add a little bit of this mushroom seasoning just for another dip of flavor. I'm not going to add too much because that's salty. And I'm going to add a drop of the agave. You need that for the what's the name. I did add some to the tomato sauce when I made it, but just to add a little bit more, just to be sure. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on salt until the end, until it just cooked down a little bit. Because again, this tomato sauce was frozen. So when it heats up, it'll come back to full bloom how it was. So I'll wait to add any salt or anything. But that's it for right now. Again, I'm gonna let both of these simmer on low. And then I'm gonna get back to cleaning. And then I'll come back once they're pretty much done. This won't take long at all. This will take the least amount of time. But I'm still just gonna let it cook down. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna pop the lid on this. Again, just let it cook down on low. I let the sauce itself cook for about 3 or 4 hours when I made it. I really like to let it cook overnight. But because I have a gas stove now, I don't like to do that. When I lived in Hattiesburg, I would let it cook overnight on the stove because it was electric. I didn't really have no qualms about it. But with gas, I'm not taking no chances. So, but I did let it cook for about 4 hours when I made it originally. But I'm gonna let this simmer. I'm probably gonna let this simmer for about a good hour or more. Probably a good hour or more, just so all the flavors can really come together, you know. And again, it has plenty of fresh herbs, fresh basil, and everything from when I made the original tomato sauce. So yeah, we're just gonna let this cook down, and then we'll come back in a minute. We'll come back in a second to finish everything off. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, as you can see, we're back, and the sauce has thickened. As you can see, she has thickened. Not thick, she's thickened, and she's also deepened, and she's also reduced. You can see, well, you can't really tell, but the line started here and now it's here. But yeah, so she's reduced. I did adjust the seasoning a little bit. And then for the taco meat, I am going to just let it cook, continue to cook uncovered, so some of the water can evaporate off and thicken up. I think I upped the city up with them because that is so spicy, bro. I'm gonna have to eat that sparingly. I shouldn't have added the tomatoes. Cause it got ghost peppers, Josh. I should have thought more about that. Honestly, I should have. Cause it is spicy. I added a little bit more sweetener to try to balance it, but baby, she is spicy. I mean, spicy. I'm gonna try this one more time just to see what we get flavor wise. I added a little bit of salt and pepper. That's the way it was all it was really missing. And that's perfect. So I'm gonna continue to let it cook down. And then I'll add in we'll come back and add in the noodles. It's only been about 30 minutes actually. I upped that one. Yeah, let me get back to cleaning and let these continue to cook down. Let these continue to cook down and do what they're gonna do. We're back. Okay, y'all, we back. As you can see, the tomato sauce the meat sauce, I would say, got extremely dark. It cooked down. I had it turned off for about 45 minutes to an hour. The taco meat back there is done as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put this because this is the main, attraction today, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I'm back. Trying my damn freezer kept popping open, about to piss me off. But we're about to go ahead and add the noodles in to this. And let them just get acquainted. And I'm gonna pop it in the in the oven, because I'm gonna do some cheese spaghetti. I'm gonna top with some cheese. I'm just gonna pop it in the oven and let the cheese melt, let it come together. You know, I should probably turn this back on. I hope this pan is big enough. It's too late now because I not really sprayed that. Okay, let me switch gears to some tongs, because that'll help me get up in there better. All right, there we go. There we go. This is the main. I haven't had spaghetti in so long, and I've been craving it. So I was like, let me make some. And let me tell you something, I'm not even the biggest spaghetti fan. I'm not. But I've been craving it. And that's why I didn't make a lot, because I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna want to do this too long. But this will last me all week though. This will last me till Friday. Okay, I'm gonna finish getting this mixed up, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven. I'm gonna top it with some cheese and then pop it in the oven. I just tasted this, and boy, oh boy. Yeah, I put my foot up in that one. Also, tomato spaghetti tastes so much better when you make the sauce yourself. I'm really relieved that I didn't have to use any of the jar sauce, because I just need the pasta water to, you know, stretch it. I am extremely relieved that I didn't have to. I'm gonna top it with cheese. I'm not gonna put cheese in it because I want this to kind of stay a little loose, you know. I actually might add a little bit of pasta water because I still got some reserve. Just a little bit, just to loosen it up a little bit more, because again, it did reduce quite a bit. And I don't break my spaghetti either. I keep it whole, y'all. I keep it whole. Okay, I'm gonna get this in a pan, top it with some cheese, and then we'll be done. Yeah, we'll be done. Okay, this is the cheese. This is just an Italian blend. I'm not gonna put too much. I'm going with another one too. And yes, this is a taco blend cheese. It's a little bit left in here, so I'm like, I might as well go and use it on this before I open up another pack. It's all cheese at the end of the day. I don't really know. It don't matter. I got plenty more in the fridge, but I'm like, I might as well use this before I open them up. And I just want the Italian blend by itself. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the oven, and pretty much just let the cheese melt, let the sauce get combined with the sauce and the noodles get more acquainted, and just heat everything through, and then we'll be ready to eat when I come back. I pretty much have everything else plated and done when I come back. This is the taco meat. As you can see, it has reduced quite a bit. I'm just gonna pop it in this bowl. I probably should use a smaller bowl. Crap, but whatever. We committed to it now. Yeah, just gonna pop this in the bowl. And again, I use this for taco salads, just to eat with veggies, you know, things of that nature. Probably not gonna touch this until tomorrow because I need to prepare myself. Because like I said, she is spicy. I'm gonna show you guys these eggs in a second too. I'm gonna do that. I wasn't gonna show you the process, but I'm gonna take 2 seconds, y'all. So, okay. That's the taco meat. We're gonna pop that in the fridge. So this is the mixture for the eggs. They pretty much cure in this because they're soft boiled. This is nothing but soy sauce, a little sesame oil, a little bit of the blue agave syrup because you need to have a sweetener to balance out all these strong flavors. Traditionally, you don't really put oyster sauce in it, but I put a little bit of oyster sauce, and I don't think you traditionally put any fish sauce in it either, but I put a little bit of fish sauce. And then I just added a few seasonings, which was salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, no salt because the soy sauce is already salty. And then you have to dilute it with a little bit of water, and then you also have to put a splash of vinegar. You're supposed to use rice wine vinegar, but I just use white vinegar because that's all I have on hand. And then again, you just stir it around, and then again you dilute it with a little bit of water, and you pour it over the eggs. I'm gonna pour it in a second. Okay, these are the eggs, and then I just top it with Norfolk Kake as well, and then you just pour it over. And I also added some crushed garlic in there as well. So there's some crushed garlic in the bottom. It was supposed to be 6 eggs, but one of them freaking broke. Actually 2 broke, but one of them I still put it in there. But this is how it looks. And you just pop the lid on. You just pop the lid on, pop them in the fridge, and then it'll be good to go in the morning. These are delicious. A lot of people, traditionally you eat them with rice. You eat them with rice or ramen, things of that nature. I first made these when I first moved into this apartment back in August, and I have rice, but I don't really just cook rice. And one morning I was cooking breakfast and I cooked grits, and baby, I popped one of these over the grits with the little salt. Baby, she was the bomb. 10 out of 10. It was some cheese grits too, child. Bomb 10 out of 10. Bomb 10 out of 10. Like with some grits. Baby, you don't know now. With some, don't say I ain't never put you on now. But with this top with some grits, you get a little bit of the you get some of the peppers, you get some of the onions, some of the garlic, and then slice one of them open, just eat it with some grits, baby. Life. That's what I plan on doing in the morning. That's what I plan on doing in the morning. But everything has come together. I finished cleaning as well. I said I wanted to be done by 3. I think it's like 2 something right now, so we got done. Only thing I have to do in my kitchen right now is mop, because you can see I cleaned the stove already. Only thing I have to do is sweep and mop. Everything else done. All the dishes are done. All the dishes are done. Everything. All I gotta do is sweep mop, wipe down the counters. Boom, we good to go. So I'll be right back. One thing that I forgot to mention in the meal prep video, in the food prep video for how I prep for the week, because I'm editing the second part, so I'm putting it together now. But I forgot to mention, I forgot to show that I don't really do fresh veggies for the week. I used to be a very much so fresh veggie person. You know, bring them home, chop them, put them in the fridge, and just pull from that. But it became time consuming, and then there would be times where I couldn't get to the veggies soon enough, and they would sometimes go bad. So, and broccoli was like broccoli is my go-to veggie, just because I like broccoli, you know. And I don't do anything special with it. I just literally just, if I'm packing food for lunch, to go to work, then I just literally put it in a bowl, pop it in the microwave for a minute, and it's done. And if I'm at home, I don't own a microwave at home, so if I'm at home, I just pop it in a pan and let it, you know, pretty much, you know, just let it steam a little bit, because I like that it still has a bite to it. And then I don't even really season. I just top it with lemon juice and go. But frozen veggies are going to be your friend. Whichever frozen veggies you like, it'll be your friend. I'm telling you, you get the same amount of nutrients. So there is no difference between the fresh and the frozen. But so much easier to prepare. I bought this back Friday and it's almost gone, as you can see. So easy to prepare. Less time wasted trying to, you know, prep them, because you have to wash fresh veggies and all that, and you don't have to rush to use them. So I like frozen. Again, you just pop them in the microwave, a minute or two, boom, you're ready to eat. You don't have to make a big fuss about it. So this is another game changer for prep during the week. Go frozen. Go frozen. Go frozen. The spaghetti is out, it's done, and we are done, y'all. I got everything prepped and ready to go. Like, this is everything that I pretty much use for the week. Of course, I have multiples of these things, like the yogurt and the fruit, and, you know, I got multiples of that. But this is the, these are the bell peppers and onions that I got chopped up. This is some cheese. I have more cheese in the fridge, too. This is a salad kit that I will use to top the taco salad with. Instead of just buying all the stuff separate, I just like to use that. That's the taco meat. That's the bean salad. That is the fresh tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, and then the cilantro. These are some pecans to snack on throughout the week. I have a couple mangoes in the fridge. Well, I have about 3 or 4 mangoes in the fridge. I have a bag of oranges. And then this is my favorite yogurt, the Yoplait protein yogurt. It's like a cross between regular yogurt and Greek yogurt. So I like this one better, because I don't really just like Greek yogurt like talking about it. I don't. But that's everything prep. I'll do another video in about 2 weeks like this to show you like some variety of other things that I, you know, that I typically include as well. But that's pretty much it, y'all. That's it. You know, I typically just like to cook one full hot meal to eat off of, and then everything else I like to, you know, have. Oh, I forgot about the eggs too. And these are the eggs. So yeah, that's everything. I hope y'all have an amazing week. This is how my week gets started, and it'll last me all week. It'll last me until probably Saturday, actually. It'll probably last me until about Saturday. Okay? But that's it. Hope y'all have a blessed and amazing week. And remember, only God's love is present. Everything else is just extra. Don't talk about my nail though.